Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant.
49's the money. Marcus, defense, Marcus.
On first down, it's Taylor. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. On second down now, it's Taylor. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run with Taylor. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. On first down, Lawrence. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Walker coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Second and 11. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not much.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now a toss play, it's Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Hines. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 42-yard line.
You got nothing. You got nothing.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Love. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Anthony Walker able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's out right at the 25. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. On first and 10, Lawrence. Flushed it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He'll check this down to Hines. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you defense. Be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, it's Hines. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with Luke?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety Malik Hooker there in coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. to throw again. Lawrence forced it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Off the play fake, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. They'll run on first down. Taylor, he's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
61, matchbox light.
Off play action, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Love in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Room past the 20. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Throwing again. Love. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Love. Looking deep here for Ebron. He's got a man. Complete. A gain of 32 that time.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And now he'll tuck it and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron. 42 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well. On 1st down, Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got an open man. It's Washington. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 55 yards. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Cameron Hayward busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second and long. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Watch the slant. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, here we go.
To throw on second down. Love eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. This is Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D.
They'll try to run with Hines. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run with Hunt, and Hunt is not going to get there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They'll run for it with Hines. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen has been pretty sensational.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They run again with Hines, and he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go, 50-50. Mike.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Love. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.